HD copy and making this early morning, Wednesday morning video. And I'm just make this video. It's really, well, I would say it's not to any particular person or persons, but I think the person will know who I'm speaking about. If they want to take it as to be negative, then they can take it however they want to. It's really not negative. I think they just take in the chat that they went into and what they heard. I think they took it, they misunderstood what they heard and what they seen. They spoke of a chat that they went into, and they made some comments about how they were shocked at what they heard, and they went on about people, how shocked they are that people tell their business and tell all their business about their boyfriend, their husband, their personal business and all that. Well, I'll start off by saying that if you probably heard or watched any of Ness's Ness No Mess videos from the beginning, you would have seen the video that she started out doing, the one that had to do with her domestic violence. She started out doing it and she didn't finish it because it was a hard video for her to do. Hold on 1 minute. And she was going to finish it. Well, she ended up not finishing the video on her platform. She actually came to our platform, which is the Wild panel. And if you probably have never seen the Wild, any of the videos, and don't know anything about the Wild panel, which it stands for Women of Wisdom. Okay, WOW, Women of Wisdom. I got a hold to Ness and asked her if she would tell her story on our panel, because that's what our panel is about. It's a women's group that deal with women issues, ovarian cancers, breast cancer, domestic violence, and other women issues, as I said. So after hearing that, and I asked Ness, would she like to tell her story on our panel? She did that. She came there, she told her story, and then she was gonna come back to answer, do a Q&A, and she did that. She did that, and she's supposed to come back because she didn't. didn't really complete it, give enough people to opportunity to come and give enough people the opportunity to come and ask questions. But it was what was said and how it was said. It wasn't that she just decided to just up last night and tell all of her business. That's not how it went. That's not what it was about. What it was about, what triggered her, because that's what it was last night. Okay. No, I said last night, but it was over in the early morning. It was a trigger for her. She went and she watched Jay Wilson. I guess it was Jay Wilson's live with Rico. And whatever happened with Rico, I didn't get there in time to see the video, but from what I heard, I don't know. I don't know if he dropped his clothes as he done before drinking. Usually that's what happened with Rico. He get to drinking and he take his genitals out and clothes comes off. But that triggered her. And when she came back to finish her video, and that's when I came back, and she began to start talking about it, about what happened over at Jay Wilson's chat. She really didn't get to talk about it much because she began to cry, and it was because of the trigger. And then she began to talk about what happened with the guy that she was with, the guy that was her boyfriend, the guy that was the violator, the guy that was the one that abused her, the guy that, if you've seen the pictures of her face, that was him that did that to her face. So yes, and it hasn't been too long ago. So yes, she will be triggered. It's going to be days. She's going to have some good days. She's going to have some bad days. She's going to have some things that's going to trigger her on YouTube. She's going to have some things that's going to trigger her in real life. And there's nothing that no one can do about it. But just be there for her. That's it. And because none of us in our group is that close enough to be there to give her a hug or help her through this. Okay. So no, I don't think what was said, what you said, I don't think you understood what you seen nor what you heard. It's not always about that someone is just coming on YouTube and telling all their business. First, you have to know the beginning. First, you have to know what happened from the beginning. First, you have to know what happened to her to know what triggered her on Jay Wilson's platform. And a lot of people don't know what she's been through. And for people to say that she's there, telling her business, what happened to her, or what all her business to people that don't care nothing about her. Well, you know what? I care about her. I don't know about anybody else, but I do. So it's not like that with me and my group of women, the women of wisdom. We do care. So don't insinuate that just because all the other 999 women that's in this sector, and that's just a number I'm throwing out there. I don't know how many women it is in this sector. Don't say that we don't care, because we do care, because that's what we are about. We do care. That's what I dealt with in law enforcement. I cared then, and I damn sure care now. That young lady had to deal with what she had to deal with and go through. If you don't know her story, maybe you should look at the video. Go back to the archive and look at that video. Y'all can look at all of this trash. And yeah, I call it trash, because compared to what that woman went through and is dealing with now, all this other stuff that y'all go through, that y'all deal with and y'all put up with, y'all put yourself in, is trash. Go in the archive and look at that video. Listen to what that young woman have been through. And if that don't touch you, if it don't touch not just you, any woman, any man, then you don't have a heart. But just don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that she's just putting her business out there. Like I said, if you don't know anything about her and about her story, this is not the first time a lot of us people have heard her story. That was just a trigger for her, that Jay Wilson chat with Rico. It triggered her. And she's going to have many more triggers. Many more. Because it's still fresh. And to say that these people on YouTube don't give a damn, you're mistaken. I give them. I care. I cared when I worked in law enforcement, and I care now. Because no woman deserves to be treated like a possession, like an animal, to be treated like someone's animal, and to bang somebody's face in like that. So I think you just need to go back and find out what you're talking about before you say what you said. Now, with the and this part is just not about, it's just not about you. You spoke on it, but this is not the part that's just about you. Rico, I've never really been a fan of Rico, but lately I've watched a few of Rico's videos, and I really never really watched Rico's videos because I felt people just made excuses for him, made excuses for his behavior, made excuses for his behavior. And maybe it's who I am. Being in law enforcement, I don't accept excuses for breaking the law, or when it comes to drinking to the point that you pissy, sloppy drunk, talking crazy, falling, all that. But before, I don't know whether it was, I think before he, before his status came out, I think I watched the video before then. And I was taken back, and to try and get myself to understand, to just take a look at that young man. And I had to feel, I felt for him. And what I felt was the entire time that I sit there and watched his behavior, watched what he, how he behaved, and how he drank. He started out very like a nice young man. That was before, he had his alcohol and had a chaser. And other times I've seen him, he's had bottles of alcohol, liquor. And for some reason, it bothered me. It really it bothered me because I know that drinking the way that he did was not a good thing. And I would see all the people in his chat, and I wasn't seeing anybody saying anything to him about how he's drinking, how much he's drinking. And then after a while, his behavior, it was like a monkey show. But when it started bothering me is when I would see him not drinking out of a cup, but he would take the bottle, no matter whether it was a gallon or a fifth of whatever kind of alcohol, and just turn it up. Pure alcohol. And then he reached down and get him had a 40 Budweiser or some 211, and chase that alcohol. Now I know Rico is grown. He's old enough to be grown. He is grown. But I sit there and I watched him for a different reason. When I first started watching it, it wasn't that many people in the chat. And like I said, I never used to watch him because I just thought he was a plumb fool. Because he always had to take his clothes off. And eventually, before the night is over, pull his genitals out, and then he loses his page. And then here they go, helping him get his page back. And then what do? The same thing over and over and over again. And who is helping him? Tracy. Getting her people to help him get his page back to 1,000. And for me, that is enabling him. That's enabling him to do the same thing over and over and over again. Not, like I said, not one time, or when all the people are coming in and they laughing, and I've heard people say, "Stand up, Rico, stand up. Let us see your body. Take your shirt off, Rico." Enabling him to be a complete idiot. But when I sit there and I watch him from the time that I go in, and it's before he get too full of the alcohol, I look at him and he's smoking the cigarettes like most people that's drinking, that have an alcohol problem. Chain smoking. I look at the outer appearance and I say, he's got that chain smoking issue. He's got that. He's an alcoholic, and I've sat there and listened to Tracy and some of the other people. And I guess I have to say women because that's all that's in his chat. That's all that's in Tracy's chat. say he's not an alcoholic. He just like his drink. He just like his drinks. Well, if this young man drinks, whether it's through the week, whether he's got a 40 or he's drinking 2 40s or 3 40s, and then on the week Friday he makes sure he gets him a gallon or whatever, or peach vodka or whatever it is, and then get him a couple of 211s for chasers. That's an alcoholic. It's a alcoholic if you can drink a gallon of peach vodka and chase it with 211 all weekend straight. No ice, no Sprite, no nothing. The boy's an alcoholic. Just call it as it is. Stop making excuses for it. Do you know, if you want to say y'all friends, be truthful. Be a friend. Be a friend. Yes, he may be grown, but then be a friend and say something to him about his drinking. I sit there and I just had to imagine what his liver looked like. Cirrhosis of the liver is a hard way to die. Cirrhosis of the liver. Can you imagine what his liver looked like right now? Can you imagine? Since he's been on here drinking like that, can you imagine what his liver looked like with cirrhosis of the liver? And can you imagine what his lungs look like? Smoking those cigarettes back to back to back, like he does when he's drinking like that. And then to find out that he's HIV, he said undetectable, he says. So, do you really think? And some people will say, before I get this sentence come out of my mouth, if I was to say, do you really think he needs to be drinking like that? Somebody would say, well, I mean, his body he's grown. If you want to drink, let him drink. Oh, so that's being a friend. All that love y'all supposed to be showing in the chat. In the chat. All that stuff y'all be saying, oh, I love you, Rico. Oh, Rico, we love you. But yet, you won't tell this young man that he's drinking too much, that he's smoking too much. Rico, do you know what your liver gonna look like? Do you know what your lungs look like? I don't even know you. And I've never really cared for you. And I didn't care for you because you was always jumping in people's chat, just going, blah, 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 blah. And after Wiley, but that's a whole nother story. while he is. But I just, you know, I just, without the alcohol and the cigarettes and in the, having the HIV, issue, the first time I came in there, I just sat there and just watch you. I'm a people watcher. I'm a Virgo. I watch people. I watch your facial expression. I look into your eyes. I looked into your eyes, your face, and I saw a lonely, uh, lonely, hurt, young man. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna do he drink like that because he's hurting? Do he just keep drinking and keep drinking because he's lonely? I've heard him talk about his grandparents. And I don't know if they live in the same city that he lived in. Are they close to him? Are they still living? Is he lonely? Is he lonely? Is he lonely? Is he that hurt that the alcohol takes away the pain? Do he just drink and drink and drink until he becomes numb and then he becomes someone else? And then that other person comes out and that's when he takes his clothes off. He ends up losing his channel. He embarrasses himself, takes his private parts out, falls asleep on live, fall out of chairs, gets up, piss in a can, everything else embarrassing. Does he have that much hurt, pain? Not physical pain. Pain on the inside. Does he have that much pain that he really knows that Wally is not for him? He knows Wally is not good for him. Wally is not a good person, and he knows that. But he's lonely. Is he that lonely that he would put up with Wally if Wally would deal with him? The main thing that that bothered me, that worried me, and it worried me every time I see him. Every time that I see him do it. And that is drinking the amount of alcohol that he does. I know some people don't care. I know people that are alcoholics. They don't care. They just want to drink. They don't care about their liver. They don't care that they don't care what cirrhosis of the liver, what it looks like. They don't care that they walk around with cirrhosis of the liver. They don't care that their lungs, what his lungs look like. And then roll it up. Roll those two up and put a pretty bow on it. And the bow is the HIV. Because if you're taking your medication, but you're drinking like you are, and you're smoking like you are, you're not taking care of yourself. If you take care of your health, you'll be okay. People don't die from HIV like they used to. You can be healthy, live a good life. You're not living a good life. You're not living a clean life. No, some people probably will say, why does she care? She never liked Rico. No, I haven't. But you know, the type of person that I am, I have to understand why people break a certain law. Why they do what they do. And because I one day just took a chance and went over to Rico's channel a while back. And before he got pissy, stanky, sloppy drunk. I saw him when he was sober. And he had the bottle and he was drinking, but he was still sober. He was sitting there and he was talking. He had his clothes on. And I was able to see inside him through his eyes. And I saw a hurt young man. And after seeing that hurt young man, the hurt in his eyes, I saw the loneliness. He looked lonely. And I'm not saying he don't have any. I'm not saying he don't have any friends. But you can have all the friends in the world and still be lonely. There's something missing there for him. And he looked like he's probably a good kid. But I saw a good kid that needs some counseling. He needs some help. He needs somebody to talk to. And I'm not talking about somebody on YouTube. He needs a professional psychiatrist, counselor, therapist, whatever it is. He needs somebody to talk to with this little. Because there's something there. He's a young kid. He's got plenty of time to let a therapist, a counselor help him open up that door and find out what it is that he's missing. I can't tell him. You can't tell him. Tracy can't tell him. Jay Wilson can't tell him. He probably don't even know. I'd seen him, well, what time is it? It's 4:36 in the morning, so you hear me say early morning, it is early morning. I seen him, I seen his video. I think he was on video. He had a video, and I watched him, and he wasn't drunk. He wasn't drunk when I seen him. I don't know how he is now, but he wasn't drunk. He was drinking. And I just wish that these people that be in his chat, his people, his subscribers and Teresa's subscribers and anybody else that go over to his chat on the regular would just stops stop saying that you his friends, because friends don't let friends waste away like that. Yes, he's grown, and he's gonna drink if he wants to drink. But have any of y'all taken the time to try to sit down and have a conversation with him, whether it be face to face, StreamYard to StreamYard? I don't care if it's got to be your whole chat getting on StreamYard, or 6 of y'all get on there and try to have a conversation with Rico. Just to let Rico know, Rico, we care about you, but you're drinking too much. Your liver, drinking alcohol like that out of a gallon, straight alcohol, and drink it up. Every time I see him take that bottle and turn it up and drink it like that, it just kills me every time I see him do it. To see a young man like that, to chain smoke like that, his lungs, his liver, his kidneys. I don't know what kind of family he have. I don't know if he have brothers, sisters, mother, father, whatever, but that's a terrible death. That's a terrible, slow, painful, awful death. Liver, lungs, kidneys. I guess I shouldn't care what I do. I guess I care because I've seen him before he get drunk. I seen the way his eyes look. I seen that loneliness. I seen that pain. I seen the hurt. I seen when Wiley was coming to DC, and he was happy to get to meet him. and he took all of his little money just to try to make it nice, enjoyable, and make it a unforgettable little vacation for him and Wally. And how terrible it ended up being for him. You know, people don't spend their rent money to enjoy no time with somebody like Wally, but he did. And see, Wally don't even appreciate that, not at all. But he did that. He spent his money. So sad. And then while they was there, he used all his little money to have a good time, try to show Wally a good time. And what happened? He ended up having to try to get people, his subscribers, and Tracy, and she got her subscribers to try to send money to his Cash App so he could have money to eat or get something to eat or whatever. And what did he do? They went out to eat. So he wanted to show Wally a good time. And then, not too long ago, he supposedly he was going to meet some guy that he's supposed to been seeing or dating for a year. And the guy ended up being homeless, okay. And here he is in this predicament again. And when I seen that, I seen him in this van where they had been sleeping. And I just looked at him, and all I could see is somebody that just wanted to find somebody that just wanted them, that would wanted him like he wanted them, wanted to be loved, wanted to be appreciated, wanted to spend time and have fun. And Rico, I don't know. I mean, I don't expect you to see my video. Believe me, I'm nobody, really. I don't even claim to be anybody on YouTube. I am just who I am. To me, to me, I am. I am everything. To me, I am. But that's to me. To anybody else, I'm nobody. What I can offer anybody is wisdom. I don't have this gray hair for nothing. I earned it. I earned mine. I can't tell that it's gray, but it's gray. Because I think I'm up there in age. Let's see, Mr. Tim. I mean, Uncle Tim. Let me see who else. Maybe somebody else up there before I hit up there with Uncle Tim, but I'm up there. So believe me, I may not can offer nothing else, but I definitely can give you some advice. I've been around. I've lived. I just hope that I don't know. I hope you hear. I hope you see the video. I hope you hear what I have to say. I mean, you no harm. Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind chatting with you. I really wouldn't. As everybody know, my specialty has been in law enforcement. That's the wrong one. Has been in law. Has been in law enforcement. So, hold on 1 minute. Okay. No, I'm just looking. Okay. My profession has been in law enforcement 20 plus years. And I care about people. I guess I have to say I care about underdogs. I care about people that have. I just care about people. I say it like that. But like I said, I wouldn't mind chatting with you. Maybe I can talk with you and get you to talk to you and get you to change some things. You're a young man. You got a lot of life. Lot of life to live. Good life. And you need to live it. You need to live a good life. A good, clean life. You just don't have a clue all the things that you can do. And believe me, you can do it. I really believe that you don't want to do the things that you're doing. I really believe that you don't want to be the person that you are now. You know, and you can do so much better. Like I'm telling you, you need to live a clean life. Get you some help. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. I take people to jail. That's it. But you know, I talk to people, and you know, try to talk good stuff, and hopefully can help you change some of the things that you're doing. You're a young man. You got too much life to live. You can do so many things. You got to do something different. Do something different. Hopefully, next time that I watch one of your videos and I look into your eyes, I'm hoping that I see a completely sober young man for one complete day. Body and mind. You can do it. You can do it. Cause I don't want to see you turn up a bottle, drinking straight out the bottle of alcohol again. All right, Rico. Well, if you would like to chat with me, if you don't know where my channel, you should. I think you can find it. It's not hard to find me. Decop for Life More. Just put that in. You'll find me. Decop for Life More, and come over. Jump in my chat. We'll chit chat. And let's see what we can talk about. See if I can't help you become alive and live. Not exist, but live. Come check me out. I'm always, Tracy know when I go live. Just ask Tracy if you can't remember what my my channel name is, and come over. We're usually live over in the early morning hours. So come check me out. Come holler at me. Come say hey to me. All right. I'm out of here. See you again.